my dear friends, how's your life? Recently on my Instagram I posted this animation, and you know, I thought it's going to be just a little cool animations that I made, but I had no idea that it's going to go viral and get 12,768 likes. What? This is my most liked artwork so far, and I will show you in this video how you can actually create it. And for those of you for whom 12,000 likes is nothing, let me just explain you why this is a big deal. I currently have 50,000 followers on Instagram. Usually for digital artists on Instagram, engagement rate is between 2 and 4%. Unfortunately, Instagram doesn't show you artworks to all of your followers. It shows it only to a small portion of your followers, so you have to accept that. That's exactly why this is a big deal. Theoretically, this artwork was supposed to get maybe 2 or 3,000, but it got almost 13,000. It went viral. It all started with this image that I found on Unsplash, and I thought that's a cool image, maybe I can put something inside his eye. And then when I was just scrolling through different images, I found this image. I don't know how, but somehow in my head they two got connected. I can put this guy inside his eye. I started by importing this image, and I had to import both of them, obviously. The thing is that I needed to select this guy and I needed to cut him out from the background, and this wasn't that easy because, you know, his sweatshirt is white and also the background is also white, and that means that Photoshop is going to do a poor job by defining the background and the foreground, so that's why I had to do lots of manual job. As you can see, I had to manually go and delete all of these white things from the guy. Yeah, obviously, and also all these little things like this white point, this white pixels, this in between the fingers. Anyway, finally he was perfecto, and now I need to place him inside the eye. Obviously I needed to delete the eye first, and this again I was just using mask and getting rid of the eye. Is a pretty simple process. You know, sometimes when I do these things I feel like I'm a serial killer, because I mean, I know it's just an image, but at the same time it's an eye and I'm deleting the eye, so sometimes you feel really horrible while doing this. But the problem was that here, as you can see, we had lots of empty space and I needed to fill this space with something. Basically, I needed to extend his back to fill in this space. And the way I did that, I was using clone stamp tool, and I just had to copy this part of the back and paste them here. And as you can see, I started doing it. It wasn't perfect, but it was kind of working. I needed to add something behind his head, and I decided to add this type of spacey image, as you can see behind the image. Also, I thought that I can make the eye a little bit more vibrant, and I was using camera raw filter to add more colors to the eye. But at the same time, I don't want to do it too vibrant because that will destroy the whole feeling of the image. And naturally, I needed to change the colors of the guy as well. But then I forgot that I had here this little small thing, as you can see, which doesn't match the back now. So basically I had to go back and redo it all over again. So now the problem here is that if you look at his hands, we cannot really place anything between his hands, because normally when you hold something, your hands need to be like that or like that, right? But his hands are kinda like this, so it's pretty weird. You cannot hold anything like that. Anyway, I had to cut his hand, I had to invert it, okay? So you will see what I mean. So as you can see, I start getting rid of everything except his hand, so I can select only the hand. Boom, 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 boom. So as you can see, I have here only this hand. And the good thing about this is that I can actually revert the hand now. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. As you can see, I flip the hand and I can just place it just like nothing happened, you know, perfect surgery. And unfortunately, the problem with this hand is that I cannot rotate it because it's just an image, it's not a 3D hand. I have to create a copy of this hand, and then I will have to flip it so it looks like he's holding something. So as you can see, it looks perfect. We have both of the hands and they look like they can actually hold something, but the problem is that they are too close to each other. Basically, we need to make them further apart. And for that, I'm going to use Puppet Pin tool, and I did already select it, and this tool helps us to create points and basically create skeleton of the body. And just after doing that, as you can see, I'm just doing this, and voila, as you can see, I can take and move the hands and it looks perfect. Look at this. So now I will have to create that eyeball, and there is a secret. The eyeball that you saw in the hand, it was actually a 3D eye. And I do actually have a separate tutorial on how to create 3D eye in Photoshop. And in order to do that, I'll have to actually use, first of all, just normal image of an eye. And by the way, all of the images that I'm using here, I will put a link for them in the description. So now when we have this image, all we have to do is we need to go to a 3D. We need to go to, come on, new mesh from layer, mesh preset and sphere. What are you doing? No pyramid, sphere. Stupid. Where have you seen a pyramid eye? So anyway, this is the eye, and as you can see, Photoshop automatically took our flat image and then it warped it around a sphere, and now we have here this beautiful ball. As you can see, I can change the direction of the light, and now I want to make it so that the eye is looking a little bit to the right, because as you can see, his body is not straight, he's like that. As you can see, I can choose the rotation tool and I can just click and drag the eye and rotate it like a potato. Now I just need to take the eye and place it inside our project. Basically, we're just going to do some simple stuff. I'm just putting it inside between his hands and blah blah blah, some boring stuff. I also want to add some noise to the eye, and I want to do that because if you look at the image and at the guy, these images are a little bit noisy, they have some points on them. We want to make the images look alike, we want all of them to be noisy. And I'm just gonna fast forward this because what I do here, basically, if you look here, I added some shadows behind the hand. I'm also gonna add some shadows here, and basically I'm just drawing with black color. As you can see, I'm just using brush to draw with black color, and that's how I'm adding shadows. So anyway, we're done with the static version. So for animation, we're going to use a tool called After Effects, which is an amazing tool that helps you to animate anything you want to animate. Most of my artworks were animated using After Effects, and it's a pretty cool tool that helps you to bring your artworks alive. And I know most of you have no idea how to use After Effects, but that's not a problem, my dear friends, either. Because on my website learnfromfred.com, I have classes that will help you not only master Photoshop, but also learn how you can create beautiful animations using After Effects. And before we continue, let me just quickly show you a promo of my classes. What's up? I'm Fred and I am a Photoshop magician. In the last 3 years, I've been teaching students how to master Photoshop, After Effects, edit their images, create stunning artworks and animations. These classes will teach you Photoshop from zero and help you create over 60 stunning projects that you have never seen anywhere before. What makes this difference from all the other online classes is that you are getting me as your personal mentor. That means that you can also anytime just message me and I will answer any of your questions or problems that you have. On the website you will also find a page dedicated to students that shows all of the crazy artworks that my students have created after the classes. Click the link below, learn more about the classes. What are you waiting for? See you in class, my dear friendsitas. Bye bye, love you. Welcome back, my dear friend. I hope you had fun. Let's get back to work. So, this is how After Effects looks, and if you're seeing this first time, I'm pretty sure it looks scary for you, but don't worry, once you learn it, it's going to get really easy. So for After Effects, I actually need separate images. I need separately an image of this background without the guy and without the eye. I need separately an image of only the eye, and in case you're wondering why it's weird here, that's because his hand is supposed to be here. And then I need an image only of the guy here with all the shadows. So I'm just here importing all of my images into After Effects, and as you can see, they look weird, so I will have to rearrange them here. So now what I need to do here, I'm also going to use a tool called Puppet Pin tool. It is a beautiful tool, and this tool helps us to also create pins on the body, basically creating a skeleton of the body. So if you look here, that's exactly what I'm doing. But the difference is that in Photoshop, you cannot animate them, you can only move them for static image. But in After Effects, when you actually create these pins, you can animate them. Look how cool is this. Once I have created these pins, I will be able to move the hands left, right, and then After Effects will animate it. So for example, as you can see now, I'm moving the hand a little bit to the left, to the right, and After Effects will remember that and then repeat that. So basically what happened here is that on second number 0, I told After Effects this is the position of the hand. Now as you can see, I'm on second number 2, and all I need to do now is to move the hands again. So let me just show this to you. Boom, I move the hand here to the left, and I'm going to move the eyeball, and also I'm going to move the other hand. And what basically is going to happen, After Effects now remember that on second number 0, the hands and the eye were here. But on second number 2, the hands and the eye are on the left, and After Effects will automatically animate it from left to the right, from second number 0 to second number 2. And that is basically the process behind this artwork. I mean, it's pretty simple. The animation is very simple. It's only one tool, which is Puppet Pin tool, that helps us to move things to the left and right. Again, if you just go and check out my classes for After Effects Photoshop, you'll be able to learn how you can do that too, my dear friends. I have a class for this crazy animation that was done using After Effects, a class which is almost 12 lessons long, but it teaches you basics of After Effects. It teaches you also some advanced stuff and shows you how you can create this artwork from 0 till the end. It's just, I'm showing you how I do stuff, and I hope you enjoy it. Love you. Bye bye.